Right. Welcome back to this webinar. We are going to be discussing about TT's new pricing in this webinar. Uh, and, we all know that the prices are going to change from 1st of October. So basically what's going to happen is the TT is change the pricing for all users from 1st of October. And the price is going to move, from a planned model to a flat deployment per day per model, which is about 50 rupees plus GST. So this will be deducted from your wallet, and you'll have to fill up your wallet from time to time. What this entails is that we will need to, and for you, us as creators as well, our marketplace strategies will require 1,000 rupees per month, or a private strategy will require 300 rupees per month. So all the liberty that we had of using multiple strategies, external hedges and everything, that will cost us additional. So even if you're using a external hedge, you can actually reduce the cost right now. I mean, it was there a cost as earlier as well, but many people would have a 5 strategy plan, will have a couple of slots free and would use the hedges over there. But now, this will have a huge impact on users. What does this mean in terms of pricing? So a starter plan, which was going to be one strategy deployment plan, which was 3,200 rupees, with our pricing, is going to become 4,460 rupees per month. And here we'll have a new, let's say if you go for higher plans, cost even increasing is further. So you have about a retail plan at 12,700 rupees for annual subscription, while you go for a new pricing, it will be 22,000 rupees. So that's how the plan is going to impact all of you guys and all of us. In fact, for us also, the cost is going to go 4x, 5x, given the new pricing plans. This is going to affect all the live deployments, live auto, paper trades that you do for your own strategies. For creator strategies, that might not be applicable because a lot of creator strategies are slot free in that sense. They should be slot free. We've got a market strategy on the marketplace. Paper deployment of that should be slot free for users. That's what we understand, because user slots are not taken up if the master deployment is taken care of. So that should be a good thing, that you can see our strategies in paper trade. But anyways, that doesn't matter much, because a lot of people anyways use the live share code model for looking at these strategies. So that should not matter much. But for your own deployments, if you're doing your own strategies, you're doing your own thing, it's going to cost you, significantly, which was earlier free in terms of one free deployment as well. What does this mean to all of us? Is it beneficial or not? So this new plan is definitely beneficial for a few kind of people. Someone who's doing MCX and capital reuse, for him, he should be able to, pause one of his strategies, or, if NFO is exited, he can use the, let's say MCX strategies basis this. It will also mean that you'll have to do a lot of manual pausing and, reactivation. Although we have requested TT to allow us to do certain kind of settings in MCX that post, certain period of time, only that MCX strategy starts trading, and that means post 3:30, so that we don't have a slot utilized on that. Same thing we will request them for scalpers in NFO, so that post 3:30 we should not be charged even if the strategy is active. And we hopefully the next couple of days we'll have some clarity on that. Then we have a set of users who might be scaling up. For them, let's say it may not be ideal to fix up a strategy plan right now. So for them it might work out, because if you're scaling up, scaling down, you're trying to test a few strategies, you want to let's say concentrate on some strategies for some time and then move. Although this is very against systematic trading as such, but this might help people who are into that kind of a thing. This plan would help. Additionally, I think there's no one else who will be benefiting from it except DT. The calculation which we have in the next slide will show our pricing, and what we have recommended and what we have done with a lot of our users is charged recharge for 3, 6, 12 months depending upon the comfort of the user. And because again this comes from the user, so this is our pricing. There's a 10% extra benefit of TT pricing that is there, and you can get all these plans even if you buy this coupon. But if you don't deploy it by 30th of September, it will not give you the value because those plans will just go away. You will not be able to see those plans on TT at all. You cannot recharge on them. So just be careful of that fact. We'll be also sharing disclaimers, with our coupon advertisements, going into next week, because if you buy a coupon but you don't recharge it, you will lose it. So that's how this is. The other question is that if you feel that you've gone on the old plan and if you feel that you want to go to the new pricing scheme, yes, you can actually go on to the new pricing scheme. Of course, this is beneficial for TT. So they will allow you to go for the new pricing scheme. If you're undecided as well, it might make sense to, do a 3-month plan and then change to the new plan if you feel the new plan is better for you, given MCX and those kind of things. And that's what our recommendation is. I'm sure you're aware that there's not going to be any cash refund. But what's going to happen is if you have a plan and you want to convert to a new plan, you have a plan you want to convert to per day deployment, then you will be getting a pro rata credit of it into your wallet. So that is something that TT is going to do. So that should help you guys as well to understand what's going to happen in October or after October or after 1st of October is all the coupons that you purchased will not give you this plan, as I have explained it earlier. We will also be changing our offerings to 5% discount. This is because TT in itself has been asking us for a higher discount, and or has been asking us for a higher amount, so that we can't give the same discount to people. The good thing is that if some people want, they can also get a direct discount from TT, which might be beneficial for a lot of you. But as of now, we don't think we can be matching. We'll be matching that kind of a discount. So that's about it on this part of the new plans that we're talking about. If you have any questions, I can take the questions. You can just raise your hands, and I'll take the questions. Okay, Naveen wants to speak. Yes, Naveen, you can unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Hi, Naveen.
Hello. Yeah. So my question is there any other alternative to TT as of now, or even after all these changes that they are making, TT is still the best option? I mean, what do you think?
If you ask me from a user point of view, I certainly believe TT has got a lot of things going for it in terms of UI, in terms of transparency that you have got. So all the other options that we have some other options as well, but they will not give you the kind of transparency TT gives in terms of share codes, in terms of managing your own deployments, in terms of accessing other strategies on the marketplace. So for us as creators, it actually makes it's a good opportunity to move people to our own platforms. But our own platforms don't have the same level of UI refinedness as TT has got, and I can't be lying on that. That's a fact.
Okay. Okay.
Having said that, there are a lot of people who we have moved to our platform. Some of our managed accounts. So yeah, that is there. Some accounts which don't want any thing to do with TT, they are fine with the strategies that we are running, and mostly institutional guys.
Okay.
Trade with. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
I have one question. So, for example, I use Retail Plus plan, and I also have MCX running in the evening, which is retail. So, is there a clarity? I am a little confused. Is there a clarity now? Is that if I use Retail Plus and if I do not use the current plan, I go for the new plan, will I be benefit? Is there a calculation somewhere like that which can actually help us in knowing that what kind of advantage we are getting or not?
So this is the retail plan we're talking about, right? And retail
Retail
plus.
Plus, yeah.
Retail plus, retail for MCX and retail plus for your this thing.
NFO, Retail Plus, and yes, and for crude it is
So
retail.
we have done this calculation for this retail plan because most of the people are on the retail plan. So you see the cost is becoming double here. Unless you're doing the same quantity of MCX strategies, the cost will actually become half or the same in that case. Because if you're doing 5 MCX and 5, NFO strategies, then it will become half. That will be 11,000. Otherwise, in the old pricing, you will have to pay 24,000 here.
Right, I understand that because Samit had explained to me a bit, but then there was some ambiguity on being able to use the MCX strategy basically basis the new plan
Yeah.
which is there, so that you can pause it and then you can use it. So there was a difference of 4,000
Yeah.
there. If that clarity is there, then we are very clear is that what to
So
do.
there are two other clarities that are there. One, there will not be a need to pause as far as we have discussed with them. So because if the strategies are starting the condition check after 3:30, there will not be a need to pause in the new plan. But if you have an old plan for one index, you cannot use the new plan or basically let's say if you have old plan for retail for NFO retail plus, but if you're using MCX without any plan, you will be charged for the per deployment basis unless you have a plan over there. So if you do
Okay, got it.
recharge on the old plans, you should do for both indexes or both this segments.
Got it.
It is getting a bit complicated, I know. We are trying to simplify it as much as we can. The recommendation still remains that charging with the recharging with the old plans is much better. Anyone else?